Welcome back to the Brew Podcast, everyone. This is episode 145. Right?
145.
145. We did it.
We did it, yeah.
We did it.
We got the number right.
We got the number right. Do you like soft serve ice cream?
Is this a loaded, like, do I
No.
prefer, like,
Not a loaded
I
question.
like
Just
ice
do
cream.
you like
We went out for ice cream on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing it was soft serve. Is Jet Freeze? Apparently that's like
I'm not sure what Jet Freeze is.
It's a hidden place in deep, like, it would be like how you take the back way from my house to your house. You go down, you don't go on 35, you go on, it's right off of one of those roads.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah. Well, like Ritter's, Dairy Queen, soft serve. That's soft serve. Anything you scoop out is regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, I don't know about a lot of people, but Dr. Jeff, Chuggalos Jeff, he doesn't think that soft serve is ice cream. He says it doesn't count as ice cream, but I actually looked up what makes soft serve ice cream soft serve, and it's air, just extra air.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's
I thought it was like a different milk mixture or something. Nope, just air.
So growing up on a dairy farm, it's like the difference between a shake and a malt. And having people explain to you a malt is thicker.
That's it?
Yeah, there's malt powder.
Yeah, malt powder, yeah.
Actual malt powder, but I prefer malts to shakes. Shakes are way more common.
Yeah, right. I like malts too.
I
like them too.
But yeah, so no, soft serve ice cream, it's all pleasant. I don't crave it. Like when we took the girls out Friday night, I didn't get anything ice cream.
Wow, what'd you get?
I didn't get anything.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, I knew there would probably be extra, so I'd be on cleanup duty or assist the 2-year-old with her cone. Yeah. So I raised my hand.
Of course, yeah. That ends eventually, and it's a very disappointing day when you realize your kids are now eating their full meals, and there's no more for dad.
Yeah, because kids' food is delicious.
Yeah. There's always something for dad, not anymore.
Yeah, it was like with my godson, who's now 12. I loved when he had leftovers because he's so finicky, and your boys are around the same age. I just loved picking off their shit.
Oh yeah,
it's the best.
Oh yeah, dude, mac and cheese, can't beat it.
Take toppings off of. Oh yeah, mac and cheese is something separate in this house. So it's got to be in the blue cup. It's got to be in the. It won't be the box. It can't be Velveeta.
Oh, you want the microwave stuff? No.
For the girls, no. For the girls, I don't want anything.
Oh, you don't care.
Oh yeah, they're particular. Yeah. Can't be off-brand.
Yeah.
They'll throw it. They'll throw it at you.
Wow.
The 2-year-old is rubbing off on the 5-year-old on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've tried Velveeta shells and cheese. It's like, in one of the weekend days, be it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, they get to pick whatever they want for dinner. So it's either SpaghettiOs. Another battle there. It's got to be like the letters. It can't be like, or it's got to be particular. Yeah, it's very particular.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, buddy.
I think that'll change. Maybe not the tastes, but the brand requirement.
So I just want to go with the baseball portion of the pod. We'll get it out of the way. Still first place for the Brewers and the Cubs. So congratulations.
Yeah, we were doing really well, but
3 weeks consecutively that we're just mirroring each other
on the day. Because there was some ties in there.
Yeah, because
I can't believe the Brewers
they lost so 5 in a row.
Yeah.
But
last week Cubs were like neck and neck. They were also doing they were mirroring what they were doing.
Yeah, it really sucked last week for us. Like.
Yeah.
Getting swept by the Reds, the lowly Reds.
Sucks, yeah. Gross. We almost got swept by the Mets, which is embarrassing. Except for the DeGrom day.
Yeah.
That's not embarrassing.
No.
But, and then they lost to the Marlins twice.
Yeah. Cubs. I'm no longer in first fantasy, so I have to omit that.
Oh, you're not first anymore?
No, I'm
working
first
my way
to
up.
third.
I'm working my way up. I'm at 5th now. I got Wander Franco. He's been on my bench since before the season started.
Now he's
going to be called up
fresh.
On Tuesday.
Oh, he's going to be super fresh.
Now I got 2 Tatises, basically.
Essentially.
And Mookie Betts is having a bad year, so it's hurt me.
Yeah, Yelly's having a bad year, so that's our MVPs.
Yeah, exactly. Those are our keepers, our MVPs. They're having bad years.
But Cuna's carrying it, though.
Oh, man, that guy's insane.
Beast.
100 home runs now for his career.
Beast.
He's barely been in the league a day.
He will never be on anyone else's team in that league.
Yeah.
That's
good. That's good. Yeah, I feel the same way about Tatis.
Same with Trey Turner.
I had fielded a lot of trade offers for Tatis early on.
Yeah.
All laughable.
Yeah.
Like as if I didn't know.
No, it's
I'm not following the prospect market.
It's favored nations.
Yeah.
So like you're not gonna get. There would have to be real world collateral.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you get rid of a guy like that.
Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. So that's baseball.
Baseball.
Cubs. Go Cubs.
On to the beer. Go Brewers.
All right. So that soft serve question leads me into my first beer news story.
Oh, shit.
Cedar Creek Brewery in Martinsville is the first place in Indiana, I'm guessing in the United States, it's got to be, to serve soft serve beer ice cream. Soft serve beer. Soft serve beer. It's not ice cream. Soft serve beer.
So it's beer flavored ice cream.
I'm not sure that it would classify as ice cream. I think it's like, you know how it's like
is it a
32.5 degrees that like gets that slushy. I think that's probably what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and answer some of your questions here.
Yeah.
It's from a company created it called Below Zero in Chicago.
Yeah.
And don't call it beer ice cream though. There's no dairy. Unless the beer has dairy in it, it will not add dairy. It will not add gluten.
Oh, so this is something they can market to other brewers that want.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's the machine.
It's the machine.
You can get people to have something like soft serve without any dairy additive. So it's probably just the science of cold things.
Yeah, it sounds that way.
It doesn't. So no dairy. It's probably just everyone's seen the YouTube videos. You put a closed bottle of water in the freezer, and you take it out right when it's like 32.5, and you shake it. It turns into slush.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
That's just probably what with what's it, gastronomics or whatever.
Yeah,
they have that chilling plate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if that's what
Maybe,
just chills. I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm not a smart guy. I'm not a smart man.
Well, I think you're pretty smart.
Thanks, buddy.
But I'm not sure how this beer ice cream works. It's not ice cream. Don't call it ice cream.
Chilled beer.
Chilled beer.
Cheer.
Slush beer.
See what I did there?
Beer
cheer.
Slush. But since
Chilled
it's got
beer.
alcohol, it's got to be colder.
Cheerical. I'm mixing beer, chilled alcohol.
Oh, I like it.
Cheerical. That sounds like a drug of some sort.
It does. It sounds like some sort of cough medicine or something.
Weird side effects.
Yeah. So that's my first beer news. Second beer news, I don't know if you have any.
I've got a lot.
Good. I can't wait to hear it. So I'll just blow through this.
Probably 45 minutes.
We talk about hard seltzers every once in a while because it's so commonly talked about with beer. Utah doesn't have a legal definition for hard seltzers. And Utah is very strict about their beer sales. They got blue laws. They have anything over 5% sold in a liquor store.
Yeah.
But if it's brewed,
you can't get a double.
If it's brewed as a beer,
yeah.
a certain brewery process, you can sell it in like the grocery store. So craft beer is allowed. Apparently, I've never been to Utah.
Isn't Epic from Utah?
Yeah, I think Epic.
Because I have my Epic sign. It's obfuscated by.
But because of these laws, they now have to figure out how to qualify.
Yeah.
Seltzer. So I'm not sure if it stays below 5%. They're good. That's what the story says. But some of it's not.
Interesting. Utah, confusing as always.
Yeah, blue laws.
I've had friends that have gone out there and like taught and have loved it and have just dealt with it. But like the inability to get a double, like I'd like a double Jack and Coke.
You can't do that in the bars.
It's illegal. Can't get a double.
I thought you were talking about like double IPAs. I think you can get those in the grocery store.
Yeah. Because
they're brewed.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't get a double.
You can't get a double shot.
Yeah.
Can you get 2 shots?
I just know. I don't want to misspeak. I just know you can't get a double until somebody proves me wrong.
I've heard good things about Utah, particularly people who like nature.
Yeah, like super active.
Really active people.
87
people
national
who buy
parks.
their gym shoes at REI.
Yeah, REI.
They like Utah.
There's a good. If you can spell REI, you're probably positive to Utah.
You're Utah positive.
You're Utah positive.
Yeah, you positive.
Johnny Utah. Name the movie.
Johnny Utah?
Oh, come on.
I don't know. It's got to be some Sylvester Stallone thing, right?
No, you're close. You're in the right genre.
Johnny Utah.
And they remade this movie.
I don't know.
Patrick Swayze's in it.
Patrick Swayze?
Keanu Reeves. Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
Point Break.
Point Break
was
Never
the
saw
right
it.
answer. Oh my goodness.
Never saw it.
It's right in that like sweet spot of like amazing.
I'll check it out.
It's no Roadhouse.
It's no Roadhouse.
But Point Break is fantastic. The original.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Is it streaming anywhere? I hope so.
Yeah, and my TV.
Yeah, I'll come over and watch it then.
Yeah, just help yourself.
All right.
So
beer news.
I've got more of a beer question. So this last weekend for the Mole people, was just Father's Day. So it got me thinking.
Juneteenth as well.
And Juneteenth, also important.
The Hmong people, they'll still celebrate.
I wanted to. It's the first iteration of Juneteenth. So Father's Day. Today's the longest day of the year. So man, we murderers row of amazing.
Yeah, great thing.
I already asked my wife. I go, after we put the girls to bed, can we just sit up? I want to start a longest day of the year tradition.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I go. We're gonna go sit on the porch. We're gonna have a drink. That's all. So far, that's my only tradition. I just want to take the advantage of the longest.
See where it goes, and whatever you end up doing, that's your tradition.
No, I'm probably gonna have a drink and go right to bed. But it's gonna build from there. But anyways, I've always wanted to do something because I'm just always fascinated by the longest and shortest and biggest, of all things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
all things.
So it's just Father's Day. What are the top 3 beer drinking holidays? We didn't pre-produce this at all. I didn't even really think about it. I just wrote the question down.
Technically holidays?
Holidays like that. So you can even say a Hallmark holiday.
Right. I was thinking Super Bowl was my first thought, but that's not a holiday.
We can I would even throw like Madden, like the Madden release date.
Yeah, I don't think that's a huge drinking day though.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, but like unofficial holidays.
Okay.
Like some people would say like opening weekend.
So you can classify all those together. Well, I'm gonna say
significant dude or dudette like
drinking holidays.
Yeah, so see, I didn't even think about it. So I'm gonna say yes, since I'm the question master.
Oh, I didn't know if you had actual answers.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna 100% be down with the Super Bowl being a holiday.
Being an event. Same. It's a holiday.
Yeah.
It should be. So top 3, you're saying?
Yeah.
I got Super Bowl. I got probably New Year's, but as you get older, I don't think it's as important to drink. Yeah, I don't know. Thanksgiving.
It's tough.
It's got to revolve around football, I think, in the United States. Thanksgiving.
I'm going to argue you on Thanksgiving.
I'm arguing with myself. I think I
don't have room for beer.
during the day, the games, and then once dinner hits, I'm usually just drinking water or something. Yeah. Maybe pop.
So Super Bowl's got to be up there.
Super Bowl.
It's that. And one I didn't even think about. If
they just give us Monday off, we'd actually drink. There's people who just say fuck it and go all out, But let me make sure mine's off too. But I think if I had the next day off, I'd probably drink more. There'd be more drinking games. There'd be more fun.
Is that a wasted day off? Do you view that as a wasted vacation day? Like
no, because take it if you need it. Take it if you need it. Go to work if you don't. It can be optional, but you can tell the people who go to work just bank 8 hours. Yeah.
So Father's Day is not in your top 3.
No.
Top 5.
No.
I was thinking about.
I had a beer yesterday.
I had 2.
Yeah.
I did have South Park pizza.
Oh, okay.
We each got our own pizza.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Those are the best. I had some good pizza. I'll tell you about it later. Cincinnati.
But so for me, Super Bowl for sure is up there.
Yeah.
Gosh. Part of me wants to say 4th of July because it's coming up.
Yeah, 4th of July. Yep, I agree.
I've got some things.
I think other than if you blow your hand up, no consequence drinking on 4th of July.
So, the other one, is this a caveat? And this is, we're splitting hairs, so please respond to us on, Chuggalo Mom, you're always on our YouTube boards and stuff like that. When do you drink? It doesn't have to be beer, just for what are your drinking high holidays? The third one, so you're going to have to call me out on this, maybe because it could be like Thanksgiving. What about Halloween? Your party. It's not typically on.
That's my mind was going in a direction that says if the holidays involve friends, I'm more likely to drink. I'm not that I don't drink with my family,
right?
But I'm thinking about it more with friends. So Halloween, definitely, at the Halloween party, and it's.
So Halloween. Are you vetoing it if it's not on the day? It's celebrating
I'm
the
not
event.
going to veto it.
Okay.
No, because I was thinking about your summer fling. I attach it to 4th of July in my head. It's not really.
Yeah, no, we purposely throw that off.
Yeah, but in my head, summer. It's kind of summer celebration.
Yeah.
And your Christmas party is it's not on Christmas, but that's probably 2 are my more heavier drinking days of the year.
Yeah.
At least the Christmas one. The summer one, it's on and off per year.
Yeah, because
some years I've had more, some years I've had less.
So warm. Yeah.
But yeah, the Halloween, the Christmas ugly sweater parties, and in general, probably.
Yeah.
And Super Bowl.
Interesting. Anyways, yeah. So get back to us on the social medias and let us know what your 3 high beer drinking holidays are, high alcohol consuming holidays if you don't enjoy beer but enjoy the podcast.
And don't say days that end in Y. That joke's played out.
Yeah, don't do that.
Now that Dr. has his barn, he's going to say that. I feel like he had that joke.
Yeah.
In the chamber.
Probably chambered.
Don't pull the trigger.
And I drink Bud Light every day.
Yeah.
And then in closing, an outshout and a special congratulations to the second co-op bar that was started in Dayton and a bar that I'm part owner of. The 5th Street Brew Pub just celebrated their 9th anniversary.
Wow.
That's just what popped up on my phone. Yeah,
Congrats to you.
They actually are now hiring for a lead brewmaster because the brewmaster that kicked it off decided to pursue stained glass, and he wants to do that full time.
Good field.
So
switch to.
So they're looking for
craft stained glass.
So if you want and are a Chuggalo and you want to come work for an awesome brewery, very unique space. And has a couple of good wares. I'll put you up for a week, and then you have to promise me free beer for a year.
Yeah, Chuggalo Steph might be, one of the
he's young. He's young.
Do they want young brewmasters?
Oh yeah.
I think he's got a unique.
You want someone young and cheap.
Yeah, young and cheap, and also knows beer and can give you some fresh takes, fresh insight.
So I would agree with you on all those points, except is Steph fresh? Would you like to get fresh with Steph?
Well, his status as being fresh doesn't necessarily dictate whether or not I want to get fresh with him.
Okay, we'll have to go to the judges on that one to see if that.
But I think he's probably got good ideas. Some of the older guys, they get really stuck in their ways. I think that's why sometimes you see these brewers who just make porters and stouts nonstop, and they got like one IPA because it sells. Oh, because it sells. I didn't make this IPA. It's basic. It's
interesting some of these beer commercials that poke fun, like at the different groups, like the stouts and porters, big burly guys.
Yeah.
IPAs. What's the one like? Oh, it's made with sheep's milk.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Oh,
I like that commercial.
I want to meet that person.
I laugh at that all the time.
If you're
I'm not offended at all.
If you're a Chuggalo, if you're a Chuggalo and you identify with the sheep herding guy, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll have you on the pod. We'll move the camera back. Also, JT had this great idea to move the camera forward and not fully extend the absolute length of the microphone cable. So give us feedback too on that. Your thoughts.
I like it. I'm watching. I'm not just a member of the Brew Crew podcast. I'm also a listener and viewer.
All 3.
I'm watching right now. I can see myself.
That's it. That's the sweet spot.
This is the thing that Hollywood doesn't get. They have cameras. They can't see themselves through.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have monitors.
Steven Spielberg, eat your heart out.
But we can see ourselves. We know we can give ourselves immediate real-time feedback.
Oh, yes. I would gladly listen to your real-time feedback immediately.
It's just in my head.
Oh, okay.
It's lean this way. Oh, half your face, it's like a moon. I have it must be the middle of the month. Because you can only see half of it.
It's weird now because
real-time feedback.
I feel like I look at this now more than I look at you because...
That's good though.
I think so far.
We're not looking at.
We're like newscasters.
We're looking at our. Yeah, that's exactly. I think we're.
All right, Chip. Let's hear about sports.
Breaking news. New beer.
All right. So give us feedback.
Yeah.
On to the beer segment, and I'm super excited for this. I haven't been excited, so this is completely.
You haven't been excited?
This excited about a beer in probably a week. Ooh. Probably since last.
That's
Tuesday.
A long time for you.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, we're recording this on a Monday because JT's briefing the president tomorrow.
Yes,
so
that's exactly right.
This is DuClaw. How many times have we done DuClaw on this podcast?
I would say twice.
We have not done DuClaw.
Oh, we've never done DuClaw. I feel like they're prevalent. They're a prevalent brewer.
They are, and I will get into that right after this. So this is Sour Me Unicorn Farts. This is one I've been after for a while, and they just happen to have it. It's a sour ale, believe it or not, with unicorn farts. It's probably not going to be a porter. Comes in at 5.5. Comes in a pint can, which I'm excited for. We're having this one first because I don't want to wreck our palate. I really want to enjoy this. By the way, follow up. I had Euchre on the radio clean, all pineapple. It was fantastic.
Really?
It was all. It wasn't a knock. It wasn't a 2 levies, but it was higher, much because we had paired it ambitiously with that fruited.
Yes. I'll give it a shot.
DuClaw. You can find out more from them at DuClaw. I'm going to spell that for you. DuClaw.com. They're out of Maryland. Here's the interesting thing that I took from their website. Their website is whatever.
Oh yeah, Matt's website corner.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, my nail! That just totally destroyed my finger.
That's fantastic. Okay, this is a quote from their website. I want to make sure I get it right. Rules are not meant to be broken; they are meant to be made.
Interesting.
DuClaw is also
that seems very Maryland of them.
Mind fucks. Maryland is all about crab cakes, football, and rules apparently. How long How long, JT, do you think? And I'll give you a 5-year range. How long has DuClaw been brewing?
Give me a 5-year range.
Yeah, I'll give you
99.
Prices 99 years.
No. 22 years.
You're right in. I'm glad I gave you that range. 25 years. You're celebrating their 25th anniversary.
Congrats.
And you probably know them because they're big, sought after, remarkable beers. You know, wherever you are in the market is Sweet Baby Jesus and Dirty Little Freak. So that's the black can with the peanut butter porter.
Yeah. Do they do the Baptist ones? No, that's not them.
Baptist is Epic.
That's Epic.
Epic does.
Epic. Yeah.
That's 2 outshouts for Epic this pod.
Are these for this?
No. That's for the next one, which is a much larger beer. So I figured instead of trying to horse down a big one, we would split it.
Okay.
Because being responsible is what matters.
And we're responsible.
More responsible. I don't get 2 shits, but.
So there's sparkles in here. I'm seeing on the can. That's why I asked about the glass. So if you want to fuck this up if I pour it in here, like your next beer?
It's probably gonna fuck up the. So it's made with glitter.
I guess I'm not seeing it, but it says sparkles may settle. But maybe they're talking about the clown. Sparkles will settle for you if she's drunk enough. You know.
Let's hope so. let's hope that
if you're into it, she's into it.
Settle means consensual too, so I like that.
No, yeah, settle. Yeah, I'm not insinuating anything. Oh yeah, look at that. They're very fine. They're swirling around in there.
Oh goodness.
You see them?
Yeah.
It's
like a cloud.
It's like a cloud of sparkles. If there was, if we had, the sun was shining, we might see them more.
It's like the gimmickry of Goldschlager. Goldschlager, you know.
Yeah,
we've done many a Goldschlager challenge. Have you ever done that?
What's the challenge?
You get a group of willing or unwilling individuals, and the Goldschlager can never be put down. It's got to get passed around until the bottle's finished. Done.
I like that. I do like Goldschlager. I don't like black licorice, but I like Goldschlager.
There's a Chuggalo whose 30th birthday party was.
Wait, that's not black licorice.
No, you're
thinking. I'm thinking
of
Jägermeister. Yeah.
Whose 30th birthday party was Goldschlager provided the exclamation point. But that Chuggalo is going to remain anonymous.
All right.
That's a fantastic story. If that was my story to tell, it's fantastic. I'll tell you off camera.
All right.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I do like the Goldschlager. I like the gimmick. Is that real? Is it real gold? It's not real gold.
It's Gold Flake.
Gold Flake. We've talked about Gold Flake on this podcast, right? How it's showing up and everything.
Like gold leaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, people sell you like $1,000 donut, but it'll be like a $995 diamond in $5.
And just like a shitty donut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Like, I don't know if your girls are watching YouTubers yet. Mr. Beast is like the YouTuber. You probably know.
They would, but they have Fire tablets, and I refuse to break them to put YouTube on there. So they have like the Happy Kids app. But that's good, essentially it's a.
Yeah, he does. So Mr. Beast, he's a guy my kids watch. He's actually entertaining. I hate most of the YouTubers that they watch, but this guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's turning a huge profit, and he usually puts that profit back into the next video.
Yeah.
Well, he went out and bought like all these insanely expensive foods and taste tested them, and one of them was like a gold leaf burger.
Oh, yeah.
And but he tells you the truth. He's like, this is dumb. I don't taste it.
Was another one like truffle, like a whole?
Yeah, probably truffle. Yeah. And he shows you like the receipt, and you know, it's ridiculous. He's a good guy though. He gives a lot of money away.
Yeah, I give a lot of money
to
away.
charity and
to
people
taxes.
who need it. Yeah, exactly. Me too. To taxes. Don't you think that when they create a tax for a reason, not to get all government on you, but that when that reason is no longer valid, they should get rid of that tax?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an idea, like what?
Well, prohibition is why they started the income tax, because the amount of tax revenue they were getting from alcohol was so high that they needed to make up for it.
Interesting. So it replaced it.
It replaced it, and then when prohibition went away, they kept the income tax. It's fucked up.
Those jerks.
It's fucked up.
I think prohibition started in Indiana too, or was it Illinois? I feel like we've talked about that. What state it started?
Oh, I don't know. There's a really good.
Or Indiana was the last state to abolish it, or something ridiculous.
Oh yeah, maybe
we talked like 100 podcasts ago.
God, what is I think it's called Simply Explained or something. It's this guy who does a bunch of cartoon history things. He does a prohibition one. It's really, really good. I learn a lot, but I don't recall him saying what state it started in.
Come here to get your facts, or sometimes you're just your basic conjecture.
I watched something once, and it made me smarter.
I do that all the time, so that was not directed at you. That is because I just, if I don't know it, I'll sound convincing.
Yeah, I'm not deflecting from the beer. I want to get to it, but I have one more thing I thought about while I was driving this weekend.
Yeah.
I used to live in Troy, and I worked on base. 6
houses ago.
Yeah. And I thought about it. I used to drive down, and when I'm driving, I kind of just check out. Like, not my attention to the road, but just check out my brain. And I realized one time someone asked me about like the exits, and I couldn't remember a single exit that I passed on the road, like a single one. And I covered it up by just like making something up. Then I thought about, why am I ashamed? It's not like I'm lying about driving from Troy to base every day. It's that I literally just don't remember any of the exits.
Need more.
Yeah, need more is one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, generally some of them, but I don't know. Is that a thing people do?
Yeah, it's
like, I feel like you know every road that you cross, but because you're meticulous. Me, I just don't.
It's funny that you say that, because I always say exit numbers to Stacy.
I'm a landmark guy.
Who the fuck remembers that?
Yeah,
stuff?
the exit numbers.
And I know like
exit 9. Oh, okay.
all the exit numbers.
No, I don't know
that. So Chuggalos Ryan just posted something on Facebook. So 15 years ago, it was forwards. You'd get all the forwards, and then people.
Oh yeah, the chain emails.
Yeah, mouth breathers wouldn't delete the chain that it all came from. So at least if you're gonna send me something, delete that shit. The new version of these mouth breathers are just people that post like either answer every fucking question on Facebook or just like post everything that they think is the funniest fucking thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So Chuggalos Ryan posted like a meme. Did I just lock my car? And then 30 seconds later, it's like, I can't remember if I locked it.
Yeah.
So
I do that all the time.
Long way about. Yeah, it happens to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I do it with stairs. It's like, I don't remember going up that staircase.
Yeah, right. I do that too. Yeah, okay. So that's good. Good to know that I'm not the only one.
It's somewhere in our lizard brain. Like, obviously, we're up the stairs. We're on the second floor.
Like, you did it. There's no denying that you walked up those stairs.
Sorry,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Same here. I drove from Troy every day for 3-4 years, and I just couldn't tell you much about that drive.
Yeah.
Other than when it snowed, there's definitely a line between Miami County and Montgomery County. And
those fucking plow guys. If you
they're
ever
on it.
You ever want to know
Miami County people?
You want to ever know a county line? Listen to like a road crew guy. They'll tell you to the foot.
Yeah.
They
know. They're not plowing their snow.
No.
And that was evident on the 75. If you're ever on the 75 when it snows, stay out of Miami County.
Yeah, because
you'll die.
You'll die. Death will be coming.
I mean, you add Miami County roads in the winter plus Ohio drivers. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Good shit.
All right, let's talk about beer.
I'm almost done with this.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if I have to. Do I have? Yeah, I probably should. Well, I'm glad you got the felt on there because I didn't want to scratch your new floor.
Oh yeah. You don't want to
Let me
scratch
get this
floors.
light on here. How's that? Oh, that's better.
Boom! Look at that.
There it is. You
Wall
want to read
text.
that? Read that. Here it is. Unicorn farts. There it is. And we're done. Okay. So if you just had to listen to that because you're an audio listener and you just heard me saying there it is over and over again, we're at a minute 30-ish. So if you want to see the can art, go ahead and do that. Check out minute 30 on the YouTube. So Sour Me, Unicorn Farts, that we all know from certain programs, mostly on Cartoon Network. Uncle Grandpa, The Amazing World of Gumball, I believe, has references to this.
Okay, my daughter, I didn't know Uncle Grandpa.
Uncle Grandpa's great.
My daughter will watch The Amazing World of Gumball every once in a while.
Gumball.
There's some adult humor in there.
Oh yeah, same. Uncle Grandpa's, I think, exclusively made for adults. They just sell it to kids.
Okay.
Unicorns fart rainbows.
Yeah, I would have guessed that even without,
I think in Uncle Grandpa it's a tiger though. I got to get my facts straight. It's been a while.
It's a possum.
As Stained would say, it's been a while.
It's a great album. Dysfunction.
Yeah.
So good.
So this one is farting a rainbow, and the cloud at the end of the rainbow, which would represent more of like a cloud of fart, says unicorn farts in it. The back of the can, or like the background, is this cool. Where do they do this at? Where you know those again YouTube videos where they put a bunch of paint on top of water or something, and then they put let's say a piece of wood in it, and then they pick it up and it's that pattern.
Hydro. Yeah.
That's what the back of this can looks like. It's like a purple and blue. It's kind of got this swirly look to it.
Ribbon or something.
Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I like the way they do that. And then it says, "Craft be cherished, rules be damned." So rules be damned on the can.
Yeah, I made sure I wrote it
But they're
down.
making rules on the website. Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, never been.
Natty Bo.
Yeah.
National Bohemian.
National Bohemian.
It's their like niche beer.
Oh, okay.
The distribution is like 15 miles outside of Baltimore.
Johns Hopkins main campus is there as well.
One of my favorite Baltimore documentaries, The Wire.
Oh, that's Baltimore. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trent Dilfer won his one of many Super Bowls in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Matt Flacco? Is it Matt Ryan? What's his name?
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco. Man, it's been so long. He's still playing, right? How did I forget his name?
I think he's a backup on the Broncos.
Yeah, that's why I forgot his name. It's forgettable. No reason to remember.
Do you know what college he went to? Delaware.
Oh.
He was a Blue Hen.
A blue hen, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't know they were the blue hens.
D2.
Sparkles may settle. Swirl or gently invert before pouring. That's what it says.
You can use that. That's a good tip just for life. Just
Definitely.
if it doesn't work, just gently invert it.
Mm-hmm.
Aircraft, cars.
So this is I don't know if it's a collaboration, but it's in coordination with
Guns.
Diablo Donuts. Pony up for a taste of this glittered sour ale brewed with a trio of fruits, fruity cereal, and swirl of edible glitter. Based on the flavor profile of the famous Unicorn Farts donut made with fruity cereal. This beer is medium-bodied with big fruit notes, slight tartness, plus a hint of malty biscuit. A fantastical collaboration between DuClaw Brewing and Diablo Donuts. That's the counter bonus segment. That's brought to you by, you got this beer, right?
Yeah.
So this is still brought to you by Chuggalo Mom. She was the last, I believe. All right.
You gotta get on the YouTubes and comment.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I thought I was doing that. But you always beat me to it. All right, I'll comment.
Oh yeah, no, fuck. Some of mine are like 5-6 days delayed. I'm just gonna add this.
All right, I'll start getting on that.
I do so as myself. I don't do it as a...
There's a certain flavor here.
There is a certain flavor. Excellent.
I don't think it's cereal, but it does have a cereal taste. I'm trying to pinpoint it.
Sorry, Stacy.
I think it's definitely got a very subtle, very tiny hint of Fruity Pebbles, but I'm tasting more sweet tarts than anything else, and that is a good thing. I know they say cereal. This beer delivers in a lot of ways. I wish it was just slightly more sour, but other than that, the flavor is fantastic. It's totally, I don't want to say chuggable, but it is refreshing in a way that you would just keep taking swig after swig. So I wouldn't chug it, but I would just, man, this would be great on one of those hot days we talk about, mowing, or you're out at baseball or whatever. Man, I don't know. I treat myself to a snow cone each tournament my kids play, because there's always a snow cone machine.
Yeah.
And this reminds me of that. I would treat myself to this beer instead. It's a good beer. Let me take one more. 4.5.
4.5.
Yep. It's a little more sour, and then I don't know how you punch it up to a 5, but that's where I'm at.
I share your thoughts immediately on it. Just needs to be punched up a little bit, but that's fine. You know, sometimes you don't have to be like a super amped up. Off the top rope, I'm at a 4.25. This didn't disappoint. I guess I'm just holding it to like the highly sought after standard that people comment on it. It is crushable for a sour.
Crushable, yeah.
Which is odd.
Yeah.
Typically it's like a one and done. You could sit down and drink this entire 4-pack. Like, I don't feel like my teeth are, like
right.
overly
It's not
sugared.
light. It's light. Yeah. It's light.
So that's the only profile that I got that really resonated with me is I get like a lemon, like a light lemon, which is nice. I like lemons, lemonade, all that, less sugar, just the tartness of it. It's like that. It's just a little more bubbly. The glitter is, we all have those people in life that absolutely love glitter. I'm going to send a picture of the glitter where it says on the can to edible glitter to an individual that I work with who's going to get a massive kick.
Big fan of edible glitter.
She's just a big fan of glitter.
Ooh, yeah, not good.
So, but anyways, we're very copacetic, 4.5, 4.25. Yeah. But yeah, if you see it, it's worth it. And it's unique where it's a very solid sour that you can have multiples of because you're not burnt out. We say that as we go into the next beer is going to be a stout.
Let's burn out.
And it's going to be let's burn out. Let's light this candle.
Let's get burnt out.
That's the new sound that you're hearing from the church room.
Oh yeah,
is the fact that we just had the flooring redone. So we were talking about it last week. We came to you guys from a distant location, just the other rooms. Well, now we have new flooring. So that's
flooring. You're about to have a new bar.
The new bar will be coming in. We'll probably do a podcast from the bar. We'll sit next to each other. We'll set the camera up. That'll
be a real news podcast.
And then I lost my steam.
Sorry.
That's fine. It happens.
My fault.
The second beer that we have is from Prairie Artisan Ales. How many times have we had Prairie Artisan Ales on this podcast, JT?
Oh man, once at least.
We've had it once. It's episode 101.
101.
It was after the Century Club.
Only about 40 weeks ago, so about a year.
About a year. God, it's crazy when you start talking like that. So it's funny that you say nuts because this beer is called Fudge. Fudge is, so I'm not going to do too much of a background on Prairie Artisan Ales. They're out of Oklahoma. So you wouldn't think of that, Oklahoma being known for great, highly sought after beers. Again, it's a stout with 11%. And they're known, what you would see mostly on the shelves for them, they come with the, typically the shorter style bottle, not the long neck. Still 12 ounces, but they're bomb. So bomb and then an exclamation point is what they're known for. So we're going to go with the crack.
Bomb, B-O-M?
B-O-M-B.
Oh, okay. I saw a truck when I was driving here today.
Look at
I
that
was
pour.
riding behind it. That is a thick pour.
Like oil.
Yeah, tar. It had a bunch of bombs on the back, like those cartoonish circle bombs with the fuse, and it just had an F in it. And it was like a bunch of them, so it was F-bomb. And I was like, yeah, that's the message you want to send, I think, on the road. That you drop F-bombs.
So I'll let you take a gander on that. So
Yeah,
again, I'm not going to go like into like a deep archive on them, but if you want to check out 101, that was our second episode exclusively on Podbean. So that was a good one. I remember that one. But
they're all good.
But again, no, that Prairie. Prairie Artisan.
What was it? Which one was it?
I don't remember. Our scores were all over 4 or 5. Wow. All thrice.
Okay.
Thrice scores. Ooh. On the nose, because on stouts and everything, you have to do more of like the nose because they're, again, more of the body, because typically it will have more of a booze to it. So some of the smells are like where the brewmasters put the characteristics into. It's not all in the.
Yeah, it's got a interesting smell.
Wow. I am so glad we did this one second.
I still think there's some palate wrecking from the sour meat.
Well, when I was over fetching this beer, I licked the wall a couple of times just to cleanse my palate.
Good, I'm glad you did that.
Yeah, I should have told you to do it.
I put some Miller Lite down for
posterity.
Mm-hmm. For posterity, yeah.
Definitely, okay.
All right. I had some fudge this weekend.
And I
yeah, that reminds me. I gotta tell you something.
I purchased this in that big stout box that I bought. So this has been sitting in my cellar for at least a year.
We haven't been getting too many complaints about my spinning speeds, so we're good now.
Yeah, and most of the people ingest this, as we're finding, because I don't look too much on Podbean. Most of the people are ingesting it via YouTube.
Yeah, the majority. We'll get Podbean. It's slower. Oh yeah, we'll get 20 to 40 eventually.
Yeah.
But like right away, it's all YouTube.
Yeah, people with YouTube, and I hope it's just not people just fucking hitting the refresh button on us, but
no, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
You can see that in the stats. So I went to the antique place you told me about.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A lot of shit there, huh?
Oh my god. It's like you need a weekend. You need a whole day to
Did you go to the beer?
Yeah.
Did you find the beer? So it
I
was the second
section.
one.
Yeah, it's right near the front.
I was going to ask you about that, and I didn't register it till just now. I'd be like, why is he going to the antique store?
I went. Well, my.
Besides outfitting.
I hope that the person my mom's shopping for doesn't listen, or I hope they do listen, but doesn't hear this until after their birthday.
What does his or her name rhyme with?
Ike.
We're coming for you, Tony. Oh, I was not supposed to say that.
Oh yeah, that was too
Damn
much.
it. I'm so good at rhyming. It's like math.
So she wanted to go get. He's a huge. You remember the beer fridge we had from like way in the beginning, all Pabst?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That
guy,
dude.
That guy wants.
That's a great segment.
So she wanted PBR.
Yeah.
PBR
stuff,
trinkets and stuff.
Yeah, it's more modern, right? So you know what
They had some old school stuff. Like I got a Seagram's thing that had these cubs from like 1918 on it.
For Seagram's.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the Seagram's was newer, but they had the picture on it was a mirror like that Miller High Life one. It had Tinker Ever's Chance, which was the 643 double play from like 1918 for the Cubs. It was like a famous thing that people would say in Chicago.
Wow.
Tinker's Ever's Chance. That was like a thing. I don't know.
And was it very reasonably
plays were really popular.
Like everything.
Oh yeah, it was reasonable. There were some things that were a little crazy, but I realized that it's all consignment. So your prices are going to be based on how absurd the person who's selling it thinks.
It is a consignment store.
It is a consignment.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're in some of the booths you'll see a note that says check out my website, or I have more stuff in this booth over here. Some of the sports stuff was just absolutely crazy. Like there was a booth of sports stuff, and they had these autographs they were all facsimile autographs, but the prices were like $30-$40. I'm like, you basically printed a picture and you're selling it for $30. That's fucking stupid.
Oh wow!
You know, like so there was one with like Hulk Hogan and it was like $38, and I was like, that's not even a real autograph. One, because you would sell this for more.
There was a wrestling one there.
It was in one of the sports booths.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of Buckeye and red
yeah,
stuff.
Gross.
Yeah, seriously.
I love how they have it set up there as booths and themed.
Yeah,
hundreds of booths.
There's some cool stuff. So I got some cool stuff there. The beer. So I was really intrigued by the furniture.
Okay, so section. Just to the front. Oh, the furniture in the beer section.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, we're talking about like the corner, right, where there's all the beer cans.
So I was talking about the round table that was built around a Woodford Reserve.
Yeah.
Barrel.
I remember that too.
Yeah, it's $1,300. My father-in-law swooned over that and he goes, I wish I wouldn't have just spent all this money on my patio furniture, because he goes, I want that.
Yeah, that was cool. There was another one there. I can't remember what the whiskey was. But there was two that I don't know if there were two when you were there. There's two now.
Two round tables.
Two round
with
barrel
the glass.
tables.
Yeah. God, they're so attractive.
Yeah, they're really nice. And I thought about it for a second, but that was it.
Yeah.
Good bar stuff, but yeah, I'm not in the market for old cans. I don't need a bunch of cans sitting around. Like that's
the cans were good. They had a decent can.
They had a good can collection if you collect cans, but my wife and I realized early in our relationship, putting cans and bottles and stuff up. I know these are antiques, but that's like what college kids do. It's like not really a thing anymore. Once you get a little older, you don't want to have a record of all the shit you drank.
So eventually, the full transmorphic experience for like the church room bar, we would have some of that. We want everything to be dated. Obviously, it's a hodgepodge now, but the dream is to be more dated.
Yeah, good. Like antique.
Dated. So like I've like been negotiating for like Chuggalo Mike's dad has all of the first edition of those Miller High Life signs. He's offered them to me at a very reasonable price, but then I'm almost out of. And we have a cabin, and we can't because we have so much stuff up there.
Yeah, well, it's a good place. There's a lot of the prices are crazy. They're up and down. Yeah. But yeah, I went to the beer. So they had fudge. That's what I was getting to here. They had fudge, and I like to try fudge every once in a while. And I realized while I was trying it, I had the peanut butter one. I don't think we needed variations on fudge. And that's where this beer, I think, really resonates, is that we did not need... Fudge is fine on its own. It's good.
Okay.
If you like fudge, then you like regular fudge. You don't need cookie dough fudge and peanut butter fudge and all these other fudges.
To me, there's two kinds of fudge. There's fudge and then peanut butter fudge.
There was cookie dough fudge there, and there's caramel fudge, and there's all kinds of fudge.
Sorry, Stacy.
That was my point of saying that I went to the antique place. Got Randy Orton some stuff that he needed for his collection.
Some Cub stuff or
Star Wars stuff, which I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. If you guys are like big movie people, and not like you like cinema, is that you like Star Wars, because that's obviously a different category of being a movie fan. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about when you say this guy or that guy, or this guy's got gills and this one's a fucking stormtrooper. I don't know. I know it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I get it. I just don't.
You're not in that deep.
I don't know like the characters.
You're surface
and I don't care about their stories.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I bought these things for him, and I'm more than willing to, because why make him go? Take a trip down there. So he needed them. I got them. But I felt like a fucking idiot when I was asking for these things. I was like, you see this guy with the thing on his head? I want that one. Like that's how my conversation, because they're in the locked case. The collectibles, there's a whole bunch of locked cases in the front, and I'm trying to explain to this guy what I want, and he's like, "This one?" I was like, "No."
Older gentleman, white hair, glasses.
And you don't want to reach your hand in there.
Yeah.
The one I got was a young guy.
Okay.
He was probably just a cash register.
Because I talked to the owner.
Yeah, I didn't talk to the owner. You seem like the kind of guy who talks to owners of places.
No, I just happened to walk in and I go, "Hey," isn't Dayton Reclamation, because we didn't go for antiques.
Oh, you
Dayton
went to the
Reclamation has
it's in the back, yeah.
Yeah, and I go, this is strange because Dayton Reclamation used to be down by Fifth Third, but now the address is there because I was there after lumber.
Yeah, there's a ton. There's a lot of columns, a lot of beams.
Not what we have, because I want to see what they were charging for something similar, and then I wanted antique table legs for my barn. So that's why we went there, and I was hoping to make a trade, but they didn't have anything to trade for. They had a couple of cool church pews, but I don't know where I'd put them.
Church pews, yeah, you got.
We really want a pew down here for the church.
I wish I would have known. The pew, the pew we bought our house from had a pew in the garage.
Yeah.
They probably just threw it away or gave it to Dayton Reclamation.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I don't know anything about that. Star Wars just doesn't do it for me. Just can't get into it. But this beer, this is Can on Bonus segment, brought to you by Chuggalos Mom. Unless this beer's from somebody. This is your purchase, right?
This was my purchase. Yep.
Okay.
Both this week is my purchase.
So this is good. It's a cartoon. I already spun it for the camera, and it says Fudge, and it's got some fudge markings around the letters, and there's an octopus with his mouth agape saying "Oh, oh!" exclamation. So it's like "Oh," like you just remembered something.
Oh, Fudge.
Oh, Fudge. Yeah. Okay. Duh, idiot. Oh, Fudge. I think it's because I only associate that statement with A Christmas Story. And this is an octopus. So he's holding a beer with one tentacle, holding the F in Fudge with another. A couple of them are floating around in the ocean. Then he's holding another beer, and then the E in Fudge he's holding with his leftmost tentacle. And that's basically it. And there's a bunch of fudge blocks kind of just floating around in there. And I'm not sure what the octopus signifies for this beer. Is there anything in here that would say that? No. So the octopus is just there. That's the can art bonus segment. It's good. It's good can art, but it makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. What's with the octopus?
There's a lot of octopi in Oklahoma.
Yes. Yep. I've heard that. You know, the film that won that award, Octopus Teacher. That's the film, right? The documentary?
Yeah.
My Octopus Advisor or something. It's Oklahoma. It took place in Oklahoma. In the Great Oklahoma River. That's where that was.
I think it's the Red River, the one that bisects Oklahoma.
Or I'm talking about the one with the octopus in it.
No, is that is that Stillwater, and then because Red River Rivalry is the one that bisects Oklahoma and Texas.
The Red River Rivalry.
Yeah, it's a big football game. OU versus Texas.
Oh, okay.
You know that though. I'm just refreshing.
No, I knew that. Yeah, he's just letting you guys know. The Chuggalos who don't watch college football.
Yeah.
That's Can on Bonus segment. I do, not to bring up what I talked about previously, but on the nose I get black licorice. Weird.
That's mental memory. It's gotta be.
I thought the same thing, but I don't smell fudge.
And you're the sweets expert, so I'm not. No. Oh my goodness.
No? Let me just try again.
Not in a million years.
Yeah. In a million years. Man, I'm trying to.
Smelling and nasal noises are a great pod.
Yeah, we're not like the the wine people who do all the smelling and stuff.
Smelling.
We do smell our beers, but we don't like make it an event like we did just now.
Yeah, both of us smelling at the same time is high ratings.
Both of us smelling at the same time. Pretty good episode name. I'm sure you got some fudge related names written down already.
I have nothing related. We had a couple of good ones though earlier. I should have wrote them down.
I taste wise, I'm trying to pick this beer apart with my palate, and I'm not able to. It doesn't set itself apart in any way. It's not bad. It's not a bad beer. It's a really good beer. What was the percent on this one?
11.
Yeah, it hides that. That's good. So I don't think it's very boozy.
We're splitting it, so
taste.
it's only a 5.5.
Okay, that's how that works.
It's math.
I
got that one right, I think.
Yeah, you got that right.
We'll have to check the calculator.
What's my score on this one? I like this beer. It doesn't. I don't think it's like a highlight of its own category, but it's not a low light at all.
So technically, it's a stout, but it's also a double pastry. So it's got like a sweetness instead of just like
it is sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I? Okay, imperial stout with brownies. Well, that changes things. No, it doesn't change anything. I was approaching this from a fudge perspective, though. And now they said brownies. Things are starting to make more sense. Yeah, it's a good beer. Where am I at with this beer?
Maybe if you smell it more.
Yeah, I'll smell it.
Let's make more.
All right, let's smell it.
Make more.
4.25. I like
make
it.
more good pod. 4.25.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good. I think in its category, what it is a good beer. Is it the exceptional beer of its bless you, of its genre? No, but it's good, and a good beer deserves a good score.
Excellent.
And it hides the booze like incredibly.
It does. I'm so glad that we split it. Being responsible. Off the top rope, I gave this beer a 3.25.
Wow, you're way lower than I thought you'd be.
It's decadent. It's not milk chocolate. It's dark chocolate.
Yeah, it is dark chocolate.
So it doesn't have the sweetness. I'm not hoity-toity enough to appreciate dark chocolate for all of the complexities that it is compared to its little whimsical cousin or brother that's the third grader milk chocolate. I guess I prefer that, so
most people do. I don't think that's a knock.
I think
there's good milk chocolate.
Yeah,
it's not all for children. There's gourmet stuff. You go to Europe, and I think they take it a little more seriously.
The word that I would put with this beer is, without the viscosity aside, because it poured like oil, it's decadent. So it just has layers of the same flavor over and over. Like when I'm eating, it's not coating the palate, but it just sits there for a long time. Mm-hmm. And that's perfectly fine. I guess it just doesn't move my needle. And this beer is looking at the community. This beer is very lauded among community.
Is it?
Yeah, among community members. I'm just not there with it. Maybe it's just because it's a Monday and not a Tuesday or something.
It's good to hear.
It's a good beer. I don't want to. I'm definitely going to be on the lower end of this compared to my esteemed colleague and peers abound.
Might be the first time. I'd like to look this up. The first time I've rated a stout lower than or higher than you.
Yeah. It just. Yeah, I want to like this one more, but this could have been called something different, but Fudge, I guess.
Yeah, I think the name, the art, it's all wrong.
Yeah,
it's all wrong. Sorry, Prairie, it's wrong.
We could help you out on that. Just
we're good at it. We've seen a lot of art.
Yeah. But I still liked it. So representing Maryland and Oklahoma on the pod,
those are new places.
So killing it.
New places, new faces.
New places.
Oklahoma.
New faces.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of the beer segment.
Yeah, that's the end. Well, yeah, there's still some more in there.
Oh yeah, I'll just enjoy this one more. It's a 4.2. You like it? It's 4.25.
You like it?
You sure? You want?
Yeah, go ahead. Please take it. Yeah, I had a question for you. Let me remember it.
Sorry,
you got any questions for me?
No, it was mainly the Father's Day one.
Yeah.
But now we're coming into summer. Both of us have travels that are coming up on our agenda, so it's going to be picking up a lot of beer. Here's the thing: when I do summer travels, and I want to see if you share the same problem I do. Mm-hmm. So, like when I go to my in-laws, when I go to my best friends, when I go to Minneapolis, when I go up to the cabin, my problem is I have to put all the beer that I buy in a climate-controlled environment. You can't leave it in your vehicle.
No, you can't leave
it's
it
gonna
in your
cook.
vehicle. Yeah, it'll cook.
It's like the
In this
same with
weather?
like you don't leave like a dog in a car. You crack the windows. Well, I'm not gonna crack the windows just for beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring it. So it's a lot of transport, you know, in and out of places. So I find myself sometimes schlepping the same box of beer because I buy it by the box, it seems, 4 or 5 times before I can get it back home and into the church room bar. Is this something that you also go through, or is this
Yeah, I schlep as well, mostly in Chicago. So I haven't, when I go to California, the two primary places my family goes, Chicago and California, because that's where our families are from.
Yeah.
I don't particularly look for beer to bring home because I'm still unsure about how to get California beer home because I fly.
So do what I do, like, you know, so I fly from Minnesota most of the time.
Oh, okay. So you just throw it in your bag.
Yeah, so cans or bottles, they're not going to explode. They pressurize. I know you're probably Googling and everything or on Reddit or whatever, but just if you're anal, what I do is I plastic bag, tie it,
Yeah, that's the way to go.
invert it into another plastic bag.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
if something would break, now you can't do that for 80 pounds of beer.
No.
Unless you're traveling with a military ID like somebody you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I just always double bag it.
Yeah, double bag it. All right. So
But
I've
never lost a beer. And
yeah.
and I've brought a bunch of beer back for the
Because I'd really like to get that Cali cream in here.
Yeah.
Have you guys try that?
So that's just the best way to do it, because then you don't have to do with trades and anything like that. So this next trip for me, it's going to be tons of driving, as it always is. So I won't have that problem.
Yeah.
But it's more still like schlepping all that
Driving,
shit.
yeah, driving, it's the same thing. You know, yeah, the last time I went to Chicago, which was just 2 weeks ago, I bought a bunch of stuff at Binny's, and it had to sit in the car.
Why did it have?
It was only one night though, and I didn't make the purchase until after 5 or 6 o'clock.
Where did you stay?
I was at my sister's house.
Why didn't you bring it in your sister's house?
There was just no room.
What do you mean? There's no room for a box?
Nope, no room for boxes.
Under your bed, next to your, there's
Nope.
room.
Yeah, there's
This is really.
There was room. There was room. What I did was I covered it up.
You recorded from the United Center, but you could have put it in hypothetically.
That was months ago. When I
Hypothetically, you
went
could've
for
put it in their
Christmas,
room.
I brought it in, but it's cold there during Christmas.
Cold, it's fun. It's these hot.
Cold is
ones.
fine. It's the hot days.
Yeah. I need you to preface anytime that we have a beer, if it's one on the podcast, and it's one that stayed overnight in a hot car.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know.
Yeah,
I'll let you know. It won't be for a while.
because that's zero.
Because
That's a wild Ohio.
All the beers that my mom gave me when we were there, they stayed inside my sister's house.
Yeah, that's a wild Ohio move.
Yeah. It was late at night. It was already after 5.
After 5,
The beer's fine.
the heat of the day is 2 to 6.
It didn't get skunked.
2 to 6.
Didn't get skunked. It's good beer.
To think you're a founder of a beer podcast and here you are skunking beer. And
What am I supposed to do?
Bring it into the house.
That's where the conversation comes in. You're schlepping it around.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
so
no.
much beer. I bought $180 worth of beer or whatever.
Believe me, that one time that I bought $400.
Yeah, you were probably
$400. It was 4 trips down to my in-laws' basement. 4 trips up. I have to go up into their house and then down. Oh yeah, that's just part of the. That's the quality.
Yeah, I felt like it was late enough in the day to
never
be
late
fine.
enough.
It was fine. The beer's fine. The beer's fine.
We'll see.
All right. So my question to you.
Yeah.
We started this podcast in 2005, 2018, because there's
coming up on 3 years. Yeah. That we've done it, and then
we've done it. We're going into our 4th.
Yeah,
which is how someone asked me that recently. Like,
so
what year are you in? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What year am I in?
So I document that. This is my notes. So BCP, season 3. It's always the year and then the episode number. So all the way through, and this is my second pad on this. But so I always do seasons. So it'll be soon.
That's good. We should figure out a way to make the seasons more enticing for people.
Oh,
yeah, 12 episode seasons.
We're gonna have to kill somebody. Who shot JR?
Yeah. We need to have a mystery we need a cliffhanger.
Okay.
After 12 weeks.
We kill Steph, and then he comes back like a year later.
Yeah.
Just
Steph isn't heard from. Steph, go into hiding.
Go into hiding.
And then don't show your face for, I don't know, 3 months?
Yep.
That's probably good, right?
Yep.
A year?
Jason, if he doesn't show up, it's all for the pod.
It's part of the pod.
Don't worry, when we hit it big, I send so many people down there for wings. I hope.
Yeah, I brought it up this weekend, and you know what? I have to tell you, Jason, I hope you're listening. I don't think 4 o'clock is an acceptable open time on Friday.
Thank you.
On Friday.
Can we say that?
At least on Friday.
Do we have enough?
I think it's terrible. Personally, the days that like a couple like my wife and I, or maybe you and Stacy,
want to go do
we're more likely to take off a Friday or a Monday.
Yep.
Because it runs with the weekend, and our kids aren't there. They're busy, so we're like, oh, let's go to lunch. They're fucking closed. I said, oh, the wings. Let's go get wings at Crooked.
I know we're in the minority, and I know that they're smarter than us. It's their money behind it.
Yeah,
it's just
their money.
Hopes and dreams. But the couple of times where I'm like, hey, I have time to run down there, and I'm just one person. Mm-hmm. But I would just point out the last time I was there, I tipped $50. But just hypothetically.
Well, you're a good tipper.
That was all Chuggalo Mikey because I bought at Branch and Bone, and he got upset. But so anyways, 4 o'clock is just too late. Because I'm a day drinker like during that.
It's way too late.
I know he's probably trying to find a sweet spot for when people come in or whatever. But
I think just Fridays, maybe give it a thought. Open for lunch.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But to go back, we started this podcast because there was this stigma around craft beer. It was starting to get a little too stuffy in the room. Craft beer, and we were like,
pretentious.
Who are these fucking people who are gatekeeping craft beer? These fucking assholes. Well, I think we've done this podcast for a long time. The tides and the trends they've turned, they've changed, and people I think are more onto the domestics than ever before, which is crazy to me. But I think more craft beer drinkers are realizing that they have to have something in their fridge. And what they're doing is they're not keeping, like you would keep something for your father-in-law because you will always find a craft beer to drink. But some people are thinking like Dr. What do I like? And what would I have just for a quick grab a beer, have it with with dinner. He likes Bud Light. I personally buy Busch Light most of the time. You have a lot of Miller Light and the lighthearted.
You see that, right?
I'm gonna buy so much of that shit. It's gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna let it go this time. It's coming back. Yeah. You saw that? Like it's official?
Yeah. So Chuggalos Ryan already has it. Pat will.
He already has it.
Yeah. Pat will tell you when you stop by Halls the day that they're getting it.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know that. Chuggalo Pete, who's a couple episodes behind.
We need to work together on this.
Chuggalo Pete went. I hope to grab someone back in Wisconsin, but
if you find out that there's some in Ohio,
but there's a date, and
we need to work together.
Pat has told Pete, and I didn't want to ask because Pete is super secret with his secrets.
If you're an Ohioan and you get this Busch Light apple, and you would get some for me, I will mark it up.
I always mark up when
pay you for your services.
When people buy,
I'm not asking you to buy me beer for no fee. I will definitely pay for it. I'll take as much as you got.
Chuggalo Pete bought me a 4-pack of 120, and I paid him $42.
What's the going rate of that?
I think I paid him a $10 or $8 premium on it.
Oh, okay.
Which is worth it to me. I don't care if your time is worth money.
Yes.
To me. And
yes.
I just hope that people reciprocate that back. I have no problem. I'm not going to haggle.
Time is money.
I'm not here in life to get rich.
You just want to.
It's like when I sell stuff. Yeah.
That's why I want this Busch Light apple. Yeah. So personally, I like Busch Light. You have Miller Light. You have the lighthearted. I've been really getting into that as well.
So that's my daily drinker. I love Busch Light. Don't get me wrong. Like you said, my father-in-law drinks Miller Light exclusively. He will humor me and drink a craft beer. Mm-hmm. He loves that cream ale.
Good.
So I got that cream ale for him, and he does such a great job of buying beer for me.
I need to get him some beer. He made that sweet ass cooler for me. I paid for it, but He made it.
Oh yeah, he's a simple man, but he's like me. Even his fridge, because he has like family friends over, he keeps a very diverse fridge too.
Oh, good.
You know, for the over, you know, just like having Miller Lite. Hey, this is what I drink. Take it or leave it. The Lighthearted, I love it, but for a 12-pack, it's $20.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
But that's my. I mean, it's the same amount of calories. It has that IPA flair to it.
I was, so I was on the Dogfish Head, Slightly Mighty. Is that Dogfish Head? No.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And then I went to this, and I've been drinking this like so much.
Where do you?
I think I'm going back to the Dogfish Head though.
Where do you get
Only
yours?
Because this one has 8 carbs, and my brother-in-law refused to drink it, and I was kind of upset about that because he's like a big no carb guy.
Fuck you.
But the Dogfish Head I think is 3, and this is 8.
Where do you get your Lighthearted?
Anywhere, it's pretty much everywhere.
Really?
Kroger. Yeah, it's basically sold everywhere now. But my in Illinois, Benny's had tons of it.
Because I think
they sell, I think, 24 packs. So.
I know he doesn't listen yet. Pat sells things at a premium, but I'm willing to pay for it to keep guys like that.
Oh yeah, I would. I love going to that guy. He called me personally to tell me that the beer I wanted was the seasonal one. He apologized, which God, you don't never have to apologize to me for not having a beer that I fucking requested way after the time it was probably gone.
Yeah. Was it the Wolf's Ridge?
Yeah. Oh no, it was.
Because Pete's gone in there a couple of times too.
It was
and I
more popular brewer. Even though Wolf's Ridge is really catching on, they have that in Illinois now. They have Truth there too at Benny's. Surprised that it was just sitting on the second shelf.
I'm surprised that they skipped Illinois to go to Wisconsin then for.
They did. As far as the distribution deal, I think Benny's just gets it because they're connected. They know, the distributors. What was that beer? God, it's a more popular. I'm not even gonna look it up. New Holland. Yeah, it was that. It was New Holland.
Oh, it's out of Michigan.
Yeah, and it was. I guess the seasonal. Dr. Jeff was trying to get me to have it, and I was really.
Is this the one that you've been talking about that you've been searching for?
Yeah, I've been searching. I thought I was gonna have it because I requested it from Pat.
Yeah.
So I almost put it as a guarantee, but luckily I didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't have it. But my bigger point is that I think the pretentiousness is starting to fade. Now they have the commercials where they talk about the hipsters and the IPAs and stuff like that. And those people still exist, the purists. But I think, in my opinion, the swill, I think is more popular than ever. And even the swill, what comes with it? The lifestyle, the clothes, the bar knickknacks. My mom just got me this cool Busch Light sign for my new bar when it's finished. And I loved it. It was awesome. I was like, this is going to make...
What's the anticipatory date for the bar?
I need to find a day that's between 70 and 80 all day and night. 24 hours. I need a 24-hour period. Is this how people do epoxy? Because I feel like I'm fucking up. So the instructions say it has to be 24-hour period between 70 and 80 degrees. And I'm like, this doesn't exist in this climate. Because it'll hit 70 and then like at 9:30 p.m. it's 65 degrees. Well, or it's 80 and then it's 90 degrees.
So most people put their bar in a place where they can climate
So you can climate control. Yeah, so I don't have that luxury. But people epoxy outdoors.
It's between 70 and 80 is a guideline. It's like expiration.
So what? So I'm no expert. I'm just reading the
Make
directions.
sure it's not 40 and make sure it's not 110.
So it's just it's kind of a cushion. All right, I'll do that.
I would give yourself 60 to 90.
I'll probably do it this weekend then.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
I've just been waiting.
Yeah.
To epoxy because I was like, oh, if it dips, it's not gonna set. And they all these warnings.
You need to get a window.
And then I watched these. We just got air conditioners for the windows. But there's all these warnings, and I was watching all these YouTube videos. How do I do it? Gotta get the blowtorch, blah blah blah, all the steps. And then every video I watch, they start by saying, "Don't fuck with the temperature. If it's not the right temperature, just wait." And I'm like, okay, I'll just wait. I've just been waiting. It's sitting there.
You're
the
not
bar
gonna-
is
you're-
done.
you're-
It's
you're-
90% done.
What's the temperature in there right now?
Well, it's probably hotter than 90.
Yeah.
Because it's enclosed. But if I start opening windows, put the AC in there, maybe some fans, it'll get cooled off.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
That's what you need to do, and then just have a fan blowing on it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just sleep out there one night. Just wake up every hour and check the temperature. Make sure it's. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go that. That's good. If there's some blemishes, there's blemishes.
That's part of.
But now I'm starting to get things.
That's
like
why
my mom
my
got
bar.
me some birthday gifts for the bar, and I'm like, it's starting to come together.
Yeah.
So, but my bigger point is, we started this podcast because craft beer was just like, oh well, if you can't taste all 3 hops, then you're a fucking idiot. But I think that's gone away a little bit. I think there's a more welcoming environment in craft beer, and I think swill is not as looked down upon as it was 3 years ago. What's your opinion?
Wow, that's
big question. That was my segment 3 today. I had forgotten it. I wish I would have.
So the approachability, I've never been, because I am, anyone that's ever known me goes, because they'll get tired of, I'll drink whatever's wet. And to this day, it still doesn't change.
But around experts, do you feel like you have to be smarter about it?
Who do I hang out with that's an expert?
Aaron. You always talk about Aaron. He's got a very knowledgeable
Aaron will drink
mindset on beer.
Aaron, I've done a Mr.
knows
Cool's
what
Death
he's
with
drinking.
Aaron. Oh yeah. Probably the most educated drinker that I've hung out with is Chuggalos Seth. And the only reason is because I brought up a box of expensive wares and he knew exactly which ones to drink before he passed out and then left. And that's the order of operations on how it happened.
I believe it.
So he just knows what to drink. But even guys like Jason or Aaron or guys that we put on a pedestal because they know their craft, they know their wares. They all have swills that they go to.
Sure.
Because we all need beers, even if you can't sustain on either one of these beers that we have today.
You can't do it.
You need something that you can sustain on, and if you're going to have a guy's day, to bring it full circle, if you're going to have a Father's Day, or you're going to go out and you're going to have a good time with people, you need a beer that can last you the long haul. Even when we started this podcast, all 3 of us were a big fan of Truth. You can't drink Truth all day.
Nope.
Truth is going to fuck you up at 7-2. But I could sustain all day on a Miller Lite. I could sustain all day on a Mick Golden Light. There's places for swill. There's places for yellow fizzy drinks, as I used to call them. It's just having an arsenal and knowing what to go to in your arsenal. Like when I packed a cooler to go over to Stev's house party here a couple of weeks ago, I had a couple of notables in there. I had a couple of beers I could gift, and then I had my sustained beers.
Oh, good.
Because I plan on being there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
So for me, that's going to be a couple of beers. But it depends how the mood, it's not chock full of Miller Lite. It's not chock full of Busch Light. But have a variety.
Yeah, I agree.
A tool.
When you go to someone, Stev is an up and coming expert.
Right.
So you got to have something smart in there.
Right. Something you can talk about, because he's probably hanging around with other experts.
But he's a swill drinker as well.
Oh yeah, there's always the people you need to be worried about are the people that refuse to drink swill.
Yeah, you gotta worry about
the people that.
Do you know anyone who refuses?
I've never met anyone. I suspect I know people, or refuses to drink a beer because there's 5 carbs too many in it. You're gonna have a beer. All the fitness people I talk to, when you're gonna drink, don't. Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Just the theory in life, Don't worry about it's not worrying about the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's about worrying about the time between Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is.
When you're talking about like diets and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't worry about either of those 2 times. I just try to live my life.
Right.
But yeah, my brother-in-law, he seemed upset about the 8 carbs. I'm not sure why, because he was hammered already. which means he's really dedicated. If he was hammered and still cared.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a swill drinker mostly. I don't know anyone who refuses to drink swill, but I know a lot of people who rip on it. But I think it's more of a joke now.
Yeah, it's in vogue to rip on. It's low
I think
hanging
it's
fruit.
back. I think it's back. I think drinking a Busch Light is like drinking a White Claw. It's like, this is my White Claw. It's good beer. It's light, low calorie, low carb. It's actually lower calorie than a White Claw.
Yeah, because those chime in at 100.
Yeah, right at 100. Man, Blapple's coming back. It's like, this is like all I'm gonna think about now.
Yep.
I'm on a mission. I'm gonna use
back,
so
it's
much
slowly
gas, and
rolling
gas
out.
is so expensive. I'm gonna use so much gas trying to find this shit.
It's slowly rolling out.
I'm gonna buy so
Got a
much.
Blapple in the fridge right
I'm
now.
gonna buy as much as I can. Within reason. I don't want it to sit there and not get and go bad, but
It's not gonna
a few 30 cases, probably would
be.
be
Few
good.
racks.
Few racks. That's it. As long as you agree, swill's good still, and it's coming. I think it's more popular than ever.
That's tough. Craft beer still takes up some of the market share.
Oh, it does take up some of the market share, but I think there's no shame anymore.
Yeah, there's no shame.
There's no shame.
Yeah.
The shame's gone. That's it. That was my point. So that's it. That's episode 145. 5 more episodes. What are we gonna do? We got a plan? We'll plan it.
We'll plan it.
Bye-bye. Bye.